Tomorrow looks to be another insane day for the game. We have a new set of Amber Island monsters on the way, and as long-awaited epic Jeeode. Obviously, though, we need to go into what new news we know about all of these things that we are going to be getting tomorrow. So first of all, let's start with the Amber Island monsters. Now, it's quite likely, going by what we've seen in the past, that tomorrow we are going to be seeing a double, triple, and quad element monster. It could go both ways with the double elemental that's left, seeing as though we only have 2 double elementals left as of right now, with those being Flower and Stog. It's a situation where it could go either way. They could choose to delve into the Quints, lo and behold, finally. However, they could also choose to just remain with the doubles until we see them through. And I find that to be the most likely situation, as I don't think they're going to delve into the harder ones quite as of yet. But we'll see what comes out of tomorrow, as it will be quite interesting to see. For the ones that we are going to be getting then, seeing as though it's quite likely we are going to be receiving a double, triple, and quad elemental, let's start with the double elemental we are going to receive. So we've been over how Flower and Stog are our only remaining candidates now for our double element monster that we are going to be getting tomorrow, if we are to get one, that is. But which one of the two would we end up getting tomorrow? Well, in order to work that out, we need to go over a bit of information. So Flower is a vocalist and Stog is an instrumentalist. And if we venture back to our Amber Island Wave 2 monsters, which we got last time, we got Boskus, and they are a vocalist double elemental, so it's more likely that we are to see Stog around this time. So therefore, it's quite likely, I do think, that we are going to be seeing a Stog tomorrow, which, yes, is so exciting, as it's Stog, and they bring about so much to every single island that they are on, Stog. So yes, if it is Stog, 100% really excited about that. Even if it isn't Stog, though, very cool, but gotta say and put it out there, if it is Stog, oh my gosh, we are in for a treat tomorrow, as I have no doubt Stog will add a ton to the song, especially perhaps inside of that banging beat drop. If Stog is inside of that, my fellow friends, oh my goodness, it's gonna go to a whole other level of pop. It's not gonna be a beat drop anymore, it's gonna be a beat pop. Because Stog will add a pop in there. I'm sure that would just absolutely boost that verse tremendously. For his triple element monster, now we actually do need to venture back for our triple elemental all the way to the initial loading screen we had for Amber Island. Venturing all the way there, you will see this vessel to the right of the screen right now. And this vessel, unfortunately, we have not seen anything of as of yet. So therefore, it's quite likely we are to see it inside of this wave. We know that initially inside of the waves, we were going to get more than 3 monsters. However, they then changed it to 3 monsters. So they could have chosen to have picked different monsters for the waves now. However, it's tremendously likely that they are still following a scheduled release pattern that was set out initially when they were creating Amber Island in the first place. I doubt they would have ventured from that pathway too much, so therefore it's quite likely that we are going to see this vessel next time. And going off of last time, our theories that we went into, if you guys haven't watched it, I'm going to explain it again, don't worry, so we can have a bit of a recap together. So seeing as though all of the elements on Amber Island's vessels actually do correspond to the market. So if we pull up a vessel here, let's put Yelmuts on screen right now, you will see that its market elements underneath it correspond to the vessel's elements going upwards. So therefore, we are likely to see either Thrumble, Rootatu, or Waddle next time, going by this theory that we have on screen right now. It's unknown whether they've changed the waves all too much, but going by this, it 100% has to be something new that is going to be coming sometime soon. So this is the best lead that we have as of right now. And with Sousa being an instrumentalist before, I'm going to follow that trend again and go ahead and say that it's most likely to be either Waddle or Thrumble, leaving poor old Rootatu behind. It could be either one of these two. However, I do think, going by how Sousa was a part of the Magical Islands last time, it's most likely to end up being Waddle, as they're from the Fire Islands. And we have quite a few triple elementals from the Fire Islands to get out there, so therefore Waddle is therefore the most likeliest. For our next one, with that being the quad, the final prediction that we have to make today, along with Flumox, our last quad indicated by the paths on the floor, we also had the other type of path laid down on the floor from Amber Island too. Alongside Flumox's elements, the other elements that were spelled out all the way across the floor with this other type of path were indeed the elements for the unreleased quad. Now I have mixed thoughts on this one. I feel like this one is very unlikely. This one was a bit more well hidden to these paths, looks in comparison to Flumox's ones. So therefore, I do think it's quite an unlikely situation, this. We've not seen the unreleased quad inside of Dawn of Fire yet, and just speaking about this regardless just gets me so excited. As if it was to come regardless, I would absolutely kill for it and I'd be so in love with it, but at the moment, it would just feel so wrong at the same time too. As Dawn of Fire is Dawn of Fire still, and I feel like it does deserve to have the fire elemental. If not before, then at the same time as Amber Island, as we're seeing all these new monsters that are going to come out. So I do think it's really unlikely that we're going to see the unreleased quad, but that's the best lead that we have, so that I don't really know what to say about that other than really exciting and unexpected stuff, right? If that ends up being a reality, I don't even know anymore. I will just be in an absolute pinnacle. I don't even know what to describe the kind of mood that I would be in. I would be shocked. I would be bamboozled. I wouldn't know what to expect from Dawn of Fire. It would feel weird for Dawn of Fire, but at the same time, I'd just be freaking out about it. So we've waited for that thing for so long. I would be just so happy about it. For Epic Jeeode, the long-awaited epic ethereal, ever since Epic Rebro now. And you know what? Even from the initial trailer as well, we've definitely been waiting for this one for ages now. Anyway, for this one, we have yet again another teaser besides the egg now. They're throwing all these teasers at us, aren't they? If we go on over to the new Crystal Clear promotion that was happening in-game over the weekend, you can see at the top left a part of Epic Jeeode. This is undoubtedly a part of them. You can see Rare Jeeode peering into this, wondering what's going on, and the monster handlers know what they're doing with putting Rare Jeeode right at the center there. It's obvious too, with this being very similar to Epic Geode's egg. Once again, we've got the Amethyst Jeeode likeness coming through, and it looks like here we've got different circular parts towards the left too, which looks really interesting. It definitely makes me curious towards what Epic Geode's crystals are going to look like amongst the floor, those blobs to the side as well. Most notably the horn-like shape. I do think that is going to be a part of Epic Geode's lower body, but that is something that's going to have to be remained to be seen. So very exciting stuff that looks like it's going on for Epic Jeeode. Looks like it's going to change immensely, this. It doesn't even look like a Jeeode anymore. It looks like a completely new monster, so I'm really excited for this one. Oh my goodness, new content again. It's always exciting when we get new content, right guys? It's just an exciting epic time, and what a time to be alive too. I love updates so much. Anyway guys, let me know what Amber Island monsters you would like to see tomorrow down below, and if you're excited for Epic Jeeode too. Anyway guys, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe down below too if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later though guys. Bye.